Instagram Reels analytics and scheduling is finally here. Here's what you need to know. So Meta recently announced that they're opening the Reels API to developers and third-party apps, which means you're now able to see your analytics for Reels and the likes of Flick. And it also means that you're going to soon be able to schedule Reels on your favorite platform. This is something that's been highly requested, so it's really exciting to see. I've genuinely had hundreds of comments and DMs from you legends out there who watched the video, who might have watched one of my tutorials on analytics or hashtags, and then you use something like Flick, but you can't see Reels, analytics, and insights inside of those platforms, and so it makes it a bit tricky. Well, now that is all fixed, and you can see all of your insights inside of Flick and other analytics tools. This update makes it so much easier to post content and to find out what content is working, especially as Instagram is moving much more towards short form video content. Up until this update, you've only been able to see analytics for carousels, image posts, videos, etc., which is weird considering for the past year, Instagram have been really pushing short form content. And that wasn't the fault of any of these third-party platforms. Meta just simply hadn't opened it up. Now that's all fixed, Meta announced on June the 28th and said that instantly 25% of accounts would have access to this feature. However, by July 6th, everyone would have access. I was not one of those 25% of users. I had to wait till July 6th. But now I've got full access, so I'm going to dive into my screen soon and show you how it all looks. Now, Flick announced that with this update, you'll be able to see Reels insights inside of their dashboard showing likes, comments, plays, reach, saves, shares, engagement rate, and they said that there's going to be more analytics coming soon. Let's jump into my screen and I'll show you how it all looks and a few things I've noticed. Diving into my screen, this is how the Flick dashboard looks. And straight away, there is nothing particularly new here, aside from when we click over to content. So when we click content, initially it's just going to show your feed posts. You can see your engagement rate, your reach, all of that. But now you can finally click across and see what Reels look like. You can see how many plays your Reels got, shares, likes, comments, saves. Instantly, you can see that we've tried two different formats of Reels. So one of these Reels is me speaking to the camera, giving my thoughts on something. It's about 30 seconds long. The other one is a screenshot of a tweet that we turned into a Reel and lasted for about 3 seconds or so. Interestingly, the one of me has performed considerably better. Now, with only 2 data points, it is way too soon to make this conclusion. However, I would keep testing, post some tweets as Reels, post some short form videos of me speaking to the camera as Reels, and then over time, I can just analyze what is happening inside of the dashboard, see what's working best. Then I can simply double down on doing more of that. So maybe what I'll do is over the next month or so, I'll post 5 or 6 of me speaking to the camera, 5 or 6 tweets as Reels, and just look at what is getting more plays, what is getting more shares, likes, comments, saves, etc. Now you might notice that at the top, the benchmark says coming soon. This is because they compare it to the previous 7 days and they compare it to similar accounts. And as this update is brand new, there is not 7 days of data for them to look at. So I imagine within the coming weeks, this will all be there and you'll be able to see the benchmark data similar to this, where I can compare my content over the last 7 days, compare it to similar accounts and see I'm posting 27% more than a normal account. I've ranked on 61% less hashtags. I've got 321% more engagement, and my engagement rate is 58% above the benchmark. Now, you'll also notice that I haven't used any hashtags on these 2 Reels. We've just been playing around with some different things of not including hashtags and seeing how that works with Reels, seeing if that means that Instagram will push it to more people to figure out who enjoys it or not. Not sure on that. That's another test we're running at the moment. So we obviously can't see how many hashtags we ranked on because we haven't used them in these 2. But we are split testing that. We'll probably run some Reels with hashtags in the future and see how they go. And that's really it. You can now see all of your insights for Reels and feed posts so you can compare the 2. Another thing you might notice inside this dashboard is if I come across to my content over the last 14 days and just look at the reach of this content when it loads, we're getting 600 reach, 450, 600, 500, 400, 550, 550, we're getting about 550 to 600 reach per post on average. If we click across to Reels, I can instantly see that over the last 14 days, we've had 1,000 plays, 1.7 thousand plays, 2.6 thousand plays. And if we go to the last 7 days, then yeah, you can see instantly there's a lot more reach from Reels compared to normal content. So we're going to lean into posting more Reels, and so it's really good that there's a lot of analytics for it now. As for scheduling, that is being added very soon to Flick. Obviously, now that the API has been opened, they just need to build that feature in. So I believe that'll be ready sometime soon. At the moment, they're still being posted as videos, but very soon you'll be able to schedule all of your Reels inside of Flick. But if you want to get a free trial of this tool, this is what I use for my hashtags, my analytics, scheduling content, all of that there. Helps me grow faster, build my accounts. There is a link below to get a 7-day trial. Once scheduling is fully available to all accounts, I will create a tutorial on how to do that. They're also going to be adding scheduling for Facebook and TikTok, so you'll be able to shoot your short form content, upload it to Flick, schedule it on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of those. They'll post it, then you can look at your content analytics, make adjustments that way. It should make the whole process a lot smoother, a lot more efficient, and a lot more effective to help you grow your audience and generate more customers. Now, you should have access to these features in the majority of third-party platforms, I imagine. The reason I show you a tutorial with Flick is because that is the only one that I use and I prefer. However, I imagine that all of the other analytics platforms either have it or are working on adding it in the near future, but I can't speak for them, as like I say, I don't use them. This update won't make any changes to the analytics and insights that you see on the Instagram app itself. So if you just use that and use that for free, then you probably won't get any changes. This simply means that third-party apps like Flick or Later or Hootsuite or other analytics tools can now tap into those to create their own analytics, such as how many plays a piece of content has got, how many hashtags it reached on, a lot of these different things there that just weren't available in the past. That's it from me. Hopefully this was helpful. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one.